BSEN now examines Chris Martin in our series of spring training videos and analysis. The big 6-foot 8-inch Texan who will be 38 years old on June 2nd. His story and path to the big leagues is one of determination and persistence. The result is that he has become one of the premier setup men in baseball. Martin was originally drafted by the Tigers in the 18th round in 2004, but elected to go to community college instead and did not sign. The next year he was drafted by the Rockies in 2005. After suffering an injury in 2006, when he returned to school, the Rockies did not extend a contract offer to him. The injury, a torn labrum, was corrected with surgery. In 2006, Martin was not selected in the draft and set out to pitch somewhere to keep his dream alive. He tried out for the Fort Worth Cats in independent baseball, but while he made the team, his shoulder was still showing signs of discomfort, and he never pitched for the Cats. After consulting with medical professionals, he was told to have another surgery for the torn labrum and another ancillary surgery. He declined to do so and left baseball. He started working for UPS at DFW Airport, moving refrigerators for Lowe's and then other heavy appliances for a warehouse in the Dallas-Fort Worth area just to pay the bills. After a while, to pass the time during slow periods at work, he and a fellow high school teammate would play catch in the warehouse. He began to feel that his shoulder was much stronger. His former teammate encouraged him to go back and pursue his dream of being a professional pitcher, and in 2010, he set out to resume his career. Martin tried out for the Grand Prairie Air Hogs, an independent league team. He was clocked at 95 miles per hour with his fastball and was subsequently offered a contract by the Air Hogs manager, a former major leaguer, Pete Incaviglia. His return to professional baseball is now complete. He posted a 4-0 record with a 1.96 ERA for the Air Hogs. After the 2010 season, Martin decided he wanted to try and catch on with a major league organization. With the help of Incaviglia, they contacted several teams, including the Red Sox, who gave him a spring training tryout in 2011. The Sox signed him to a minor league contract, and then methodically moved through the lower minors with stops in Greenville, Salem, and eventually Double-A Portland. He completed the 2011 seasons with a 6-2 record, an ERA of 2.55 in 23 appearances. In 2012, Martin was sent to Portland. The team tried to make him a starter, but he went back to the bullpen later in the season. This experiment resulted in a 3-6 record with a much higher ERA of 4.48 in 23 appearances with 12 of them starts. Martin returned to the bullpen in 2013 and split time between Portland and the then Triple-A affiliate Pawtucket Red Sox. In 42 games in 2013, he posted a 5-3 record, had 5 saves, and a 2.25 ERA. In mid-December of 2013, he was traded to the Colorado Rockies with Franklin Morales for infielder Jonathan Herrera. It seems that the team that had drafted him many years earlier had kept an eye on his progress and asked that he be included in the deal. He started the 2014 season in Triple-A, but finally made his MLB debut on April 25th of that year, where he pitched a scoreless inning against the Dodgers. He only pitched 15 2/3 innings for the Rockies in 2014, allowing 22 hits and 14 strikeouts, all while compiling a high 6.89 ERA. He was sent back to Triple-A and finished the season with a slightly more respectable ERA of 4.39. In early January of 2014, he was designated for assignment by Colorado and eventually traded to the Yankees. In 2015, he earned a spot in the bullpen coming out of spring training. He went on the disabled list with tendinitis in his right elbow in early May and was sent to Triple-A Scranton after his return in late May, made a brief return to the big club in June, and then optioned back to Scranton. In 24 games with New York in 2015, he had a 0-2 record and a 5.66 ERA with 1 save. After the 2015 season, Martin was on the move, this time to Japan, when the Yankees sold his contract rights to the Nippon Ham Fighters in the Japanese Professional League. Martin spent 2 years in Japan pitching for the Ham Fighters, serving as their closer in 2016 and recording 21 saves and an impressive ERA of 1.07 in 52 games. In 2017, he pitched in 40 games and had a 1.19 ERA. Martin has noted on several occasions that his time in Japan produced two important things for his career. The first was better preparation between relief appearances, and the second, he learned how to throw a split-fingered fastball from his then teammate, Shohei Ohtani. That will work. In mid-December of 2017, Martin returned to MLB when he signed a 2-year deal with the Texas Rangers. He pitched well for the Rangers in 2018 and 2019. In 2018, he had an ERA of 4.54 in 41 and 2/3 innings. In 2019, he had an ERA of 3.08 in 38 appearances, splitting closer duties with Jose Leclerc when the regular closer Sean Kelly went on the injured list. From late May until July 30th, he had a 1.45 ERA with 4 saves. At the trade deadline on July 30th, 2019, Martin was dealt to Atlanta, where in 20 games he logged a 3.40 ERA. He earned a spot on the postseason roster, but a muscle injury caused him to be removed from the roster prior to Game 1 of the NLDS. He resigned with the Braves for 2020 and 2021. In the COVID season of 2020, he had an ERA of 1.00 in 19 appearances. He followed up with a strong 2021 season, which same him make 46 appearances and post a 3.95 ERA. He earned a World Series ring that season, and in October made 5 appearances and logged an ERA of 2.08. In mid-March of 2022, Martin signed a 1-year deal with the Cubs. He appeared in 34 games and pitched 31 1/3 innings, while posting a 4.31 ERA, but was decidedly better from mid-June to the trading deadline, in which his ERA was a very respectable 3.29. He was sent to the Dodgers at the deadline and spent the rest of the season in Los Angeles, pitching 24 2/3 innings in 26 games, with a 3-1 record and an extremely good ERA of 1.46. On December 8, 2022, Chris Martin's career came full circle when he signed a 2-year deal with the team that took a chance on him after indie ball, our very own Boston Red Sox. The team brought him in, along with Kenley Jansen, to solidify the back end of the bullpen. He spent 2 weeks on the injured list in the later half of April. He went 4-1 in 55 appearances and had an incredible 1.05 ERA, an incredible 1.032 WHIP, 46 strikeouts in 51 1/3 innings, and picking up 3 saves in the process, despite spending the last week or so of the season on the injured list due to a viral infection. So, what does 2024 look like for the tall Texan? His career ERA is a respectable 3.36 and an impressive 1.131 WHIP in 302 and 1/3 innings and tossing 307 strikeouts. His pitching mix from last year, courtesy of Baseball Savant, features a fastball which averages 96 miles per hour and is thrown at a 49% clip, a 92-mile-per-hour cutter thrown 34% of the time, an 88-mile-per-hour changeup at a 10% rate, and an 85-mile-per-hour slider at 5%. It is his pitch mix, location, and the ability to keep hitters off balance that makes him effective. Baseball Reference indicates that 2024 will be a little less stellar than 2023. They estimate that he will go 4-2, have an ERA of 3.38, pitch 56 innings, strike out 55, and walk only 14 batters, all while compiling a 1.214 WHIP. Whatever the stats, Chris Martin is one of the league's best right-handed setup men. He can pitch in the 7th or 8th inning and can even close a game should current closer Kenley Jansen be unable to go. Something he did on numerous occasions in 2023. This is one roster spot that is etched in stone and is occupied by a pitcher who has been solid as a rock for the last few seasons.